So I'm sitting here at the beach this morning, and I thought I'd do a quick review of the drone crates, rolling drone crate, because I have a Phantom 3 Advanced by DJI, and I bought the case to go with it, and it's a good case. You know, I'm happy with it. There's a couple things that it could have different, you know, that might make it a little bit better, but we're gonna go into that and do it all right now. Okay, from the outside, you know, it's a case, you know, and it holds a drone. What I did was I got my little screwdriver, so I drilled a hole to put the screwdriver in, and then the one that came with the tracking device, I just put a little hole for that. So I took all my tools that I've got, the 2 Allen wrenches that come with the Trackamo and with the drone, I just stuck them in there. I didn't have to drill a hole for those. Right here where it's got the place for your pad and stuff, I would really like to see not only a place for the pad, but a place for the paperwork, so I can keep all the paperwork together and not lose it, you know, when I decide to go sell it. My wrench, of course, from the props, I just stick it right here. It's a good place for it. I don't touch that section a whole lot, but it would, you know, you could have put one over here a little bit more. You could have put 2 of them in there, so just the one. So you know, a place for your paperwork, or your DJI paperwork, and a place for your, you know, your iPad or whatever you're using. You know, me, I'm using a phone, so I don't have it in there. As far as fitting everything in there, and like with the drone and stuff, it fits in here just fine. Watch your propellers. And you know, the thing about the propellers is, you know, do you really want to leave them on like this when there's no protection up top? As far as, yeah, this will hold it in place, you know, and it does close. But, you know, I personally like taking my propellers off. The other thing is that I've noticed that really, you know, is an issue, I think, personally, is it holds 4 to 5 batteries. It says 6, okay? But with these 2 compartments over here, they're too close together to really hold them comfortably. So when I put my number 2 battery in there, and then let me pull a number 1 battery out of the drone. Set the drone aside here for a second. The number 1 battery doesn't fit, okay, unless you push it in there. I mean, do you really want to push your battery? You know, I don't see the point. I mean, yeah, if you had 6 batteries, yeah, it would work. In the other places, it works fine. It gives you a little bit of space in between. But over here, you know, you can see how close they come. Even when you turn it around, it's going to be the same. And if you want them to fit in there, you're going to have to push them. That's all there is to it, you know? So yeah, you can't really call those, yeah, they're battery compartments. They count as battery departments. But the fact of the matter is they're too close together to be called battery compartments. They're kind of like just useless right now. What I use them for is for this, you know, drones, etc. band that I got, you know, from where I got it. And then I also put the Trackamo, put the Trackamo cord in there. The other thing was the place for your charger is right here. Your charger fits in here in this slot here. I just throw the cord in there, but the charger in case, it does fit in there just fine. And then you put the power cord over here. But, you know, I do it the other way around. You know, I do things a lot that way. It depends. I've done it this way, I've done it the other way. You know, the other thing I have in here is I have a pen. I just sit in here next to my paperwork, you know, so you can see the charge. And up here for my cards, my SD cards, I got miscellaneous cards, which is cards that I just have, like a 1 gig card, whatever garbage you got. And then I got my firmware card that came with the DJI. Then I got my spares. Then I have the main one that I'm using, and I have a case for every one of them. And they all go in the cases. And my case for the main is in the house, or the trailer as it is. This spot here is for FPV goggles. I don't have FPV goggles, so what I have is a piece of foam. on top of my pliers that I have, that I use. And then I've got an extra cables, you know, and then I have the box for the Tracamo in here. And this is what the Tracamo came in, but it fits in there really good. So really, when it comes right down to it, yeah, maybe these don't work for batteries as well as they should. You should be able to put 6 batteries in there without having them touch and rub, but it does work. And then I like having a place for a little pair of pliers, my little Cabela pliers, you know, and these come in handy because, you know, it's got little screwdrivers in there and stuff too, plus it's a pair of pliers. And yeah, that way I'm fully set for whatever I need to do out in the field. I've got pliers, I've got the tools, my tools right here. The screwdriver set is a complete set of screwdrivers of all types. So, you know, yeah, I've come prepared. You know, I've got Phillips, I've got Torx, I've got all kinds of stuff in here, you know. And I also have another screwdriver set that is too big to put anywhere. As usual with most guys, we have a lot of tools and stuff laying around, and my wife bought me this just especially for the drone, you know. Darn good wife there, Karen, you know. And so we've been out for the last 2.5 to 3 months just vacationing. And that's pretty much it on the case. You can put 2 sets of props in here also. You can put it in a lot of different places. A lot of times I'll just stick it right here, you know. It's fine right there. And it stays in place. If I don't want to scratch it up, I can, you know, fix this up and put it down over here. I stick it up over here. Usually that's the spot I put it in, and that's how it sits. So that's the inside. So let's take a look at the outside. Okay, it's got these nice locks on the outside. It is airtight, so I think that you have a little set screw over here or something. You got this little breather to make it so you can let air inside of it, and it won't, you know, cavitate on itself, which is why I've had it done coming down from 4,000 feet down to sea level. Then it's got a lock on it. Both sides, you know. Yeah, well, I don't usually lock it, so it's all good. You know, that's, you know, am I perfect? Am I a pro? Do I know what's going on really with this little hole right here? No, I'm hoping that's an air hole, but I'm not sure to keep everything, you know, the same. When I did come down from 4,000 feet, this did suck in, and I did have the locks on. So, you know, I'm still experimenting with it. It's new to me. Okay, the other thing I like about the drone crate is it also doubles as my takeoff pad. Okay, sits right on there. It's nice and flat and level. Another upgrade that I was thinking about is bubble levels. You know, actually you could put maybe a bubble level in each one of these, or, you know, levels go in different ways, so you can have a, you know, level for your drone, so it starts out level every time. And that way, if you have to level the gimbal or something like that, you already have a table with levels on it that you can adjust to do that. I mean, you can buy your own bubble levels or just stick on, you can stick them in here or whatever, and, you know, that would just be the complete drone crate with the levels already built in though, right? I mean, am I asking for too much, you know? I mean, I already spent $200+ on this crate, so I think a couple, you know, $2 levels thrown in there might be a good thing. It'd definitely be a good selling point. Probably something that people don't usually think of too, you know? So yeah, this is my takeoff stand. So when I'm taking off, it never touches the ground. It takes right off of here, so you're already, you know, 1.5 feet off the ground, basically, your props are. And it works good. As far as the handle goes, you got your little handle right here. You just push this over and pull up your walking handle, and it's got your wheels on it, and it's time to go. So here it is with the wheels on it. I mean, yeah, how often are you going to wheel it? It's pretty light, but the wheels are there. It does work. You know? So I got the wheels for carry-on. You know, I didn't know how much it was going to weigh when I bought the drone. Do I need the wheels? No, I don't need the wheels. But I'm glad they're there. I've used it a couple times, or, like, you know, if I was hurt or something, it'd be nice to have. So overall, that's it. I mean, what would I do differently? I'd put the 2nd slot in, you know, for the pad, because I'm just using it for the paperwork. I like the hole to grab the pad around it because it works perfect for the prop wrench. Yeah, some days I'm just not one of the brighter buddies in the forest, you know what I mean? It's all good. And I like it. I like the hard case. I can't carry a backpack because we were in a car accident. I don't have a full rib cage anymore on my right side, so it, you know, backpacks hurt, you know, and I'd rather be able to roll it. And I do have some bad days where rolling it will probably be the only option I got. But for the most part, I don't use the wheels either. I just pick it up and carry it. It's no big deal. But if I had a load of stuff, the wheels make it nice. And I have used it for carrying my other camera bag too. At the same time, I'll put my other camera bag on top of the carrier. So yeah, I can put my other camera on top of this, the one that we're using right now you're watching this film in, and my camera bag fits on top of here. So, is there a reason for that for me? Yeah, there is. I mean, I bought a rollaway case for taking on airlines or whatever. I don't plan on going on flights. Just don't have the need. At this point in time, but hopefully soon. One of these days I'll be filming from some island way out in the Pacific Ocean and, you know, enjoying life. And, well, I can't really say that, huh? Because you'll never see me again if that's what happens. You won't have any electricity. I'll be sitting out there in a straw hut. Yeah, so as far as the drone crates go, it works. Could use some improvements. Everything's good. Do I like it? Yeah. So I'll give it a thumb up. A thumb sideways for Lucas. Sideways thumb? Yeah, you know. Yeah, there could be different things for the props as far as when they're on the drone itself. But I like the case. I'll use it again and again until the drone is gone. Maybe by that time we'll have different cases out. It works. The other thing is with the wheels, when you're rolling it, of course you're getting vibrations on the drone, and I pretty much treat mine like royalty. I mean, it doesn't touch the ground. I always hand catch, you know. Yeah, if I set it on the ground, it's one thing, but as far as vibrating it, you know, with the wheels and stuff, and I'm on concrete or rock or whatever, yeah, you know, I'd rather carry it so that nothing, you know, gets vibrated anyway, you know. It is a, you know, computer, basically a flying computer camera is all it is. So that's it, man. Have a good one.